Got my fucking headphones working. Yes. You. All right. So we're working. Is he working? Actually working this time? Shit. God damn. The fuck? The fuck we doing out here, you heard me? I mean, god damn. What damn? What bad? What bland? Alright. Put this out. Hello. Hello everyone. Welcome to the street. Nah, just playing. What up, y'all? What up, people? Hey, what's happening? We back in. Shit. What's good? Okay. Sure. That's the thing. Yeah. I'm doing it. Things are getting done and recorded and shit like that, you know. I'm actually speaking through the mic to you live on YouTube. Holy fuck, what the fuck? How does this happen? This doesn't happen. StiffKast, are you okay? Are you sick? You're actually uploading content. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh man. Okay. So yeah. I don't know. I was supposed to do this shit like once a week or some shit. Back for another StiffKast. Of course that didn't happen, you know. I'm the king of not doing shit that I say that I'm gonna do. What can I say, you know? If that was a job, I would be the fucking CEO of that company. Procrastinating? Boy. I'd be that nigga. If I can get paid to procrastinate, I'd be rich. Anyway. We back for another one though, man. A lot of shit happened, man, that I wanted to talk about that I missed, bro. But more importantly, more specifically, in the forefront of shit, E3 happened, nigga. E3, it was E3, the first E3 without Sony. Oh shit. What it is? What the fuck? I mean, what damn? Like, that shit's crazy, right? So, naturally, of course. We gotta talk about it, man. I'm just here kicking it. I'm bored. Fuck it, man. Hopefully I can get all my shit off before my woman wake up. But yeah, we about to push it. But yeah, we're gonna talk about E3 and shit like that. Other stuff. Oh, Call of Duty, the new COD is apparently controversial in some way or some shit. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get through it together. It's okay, class. I got you. Let's learn a couple lessons today, man. Okay. First of all, shout out to my people. Shout out to the Squintin' and all. You know who you are. I see y'all out there. KC, Fred, Perp, of course. My people, game changer, sharp as fucking ever. The game changiest. But we got one guy in our midst, man. My homie, near and dear to me, man. Emoja, aka Blacksmith, aka Lacksmith. Okay, he's here to school the people and educate people about a pretty serious, pretty controversial topic that I don't even know. We shouldn't even allow this type of discussion in our ranks, to be honest. You know, because it's just it's blasphemous. It goes against everything you know and love. It's not kosher. It's just insane. Like, I can't believe that the rest of the guys just been letting this guy slide. This is like the second or third time he's brought this up. Okay, I'm gonna just show you what I mean with this blasphemy right here. Okay, this is my guy, Emoja. He made a video with this title here, simply, "How to Properly Eat Cereal." N19945. Couldn't even title the video. Shows how much effort. Shows how much you believe in this cause. But let's see what he's got to say. Okay, let's see what he has to say. Let's roll clip. Okay.
Listen, y'all, I'm gonna make this video quick, but I need y'all to know what I've been privileged enough to find out in this life. So y'all been lied to your entire life. And what y'all been lied to about it.
Okay, go in, Alex Jones.
Cereal. Look, y'all be hearing jokes like, "Oh, he the type nigga to put the milk before the cereal."
Oh my God.
You feel me? Only crazy people put the milk before the cereal, but I'm telling you, that
Facts.
is a lie. Think outside the box. Think outside y'all programming. Look, boom. That's how I make my cereal. Boom.
Wow.
Milk first.
Wow. I am insanely offended right now. You put that milk back, young man.
Boom.
Pour that cereal first.
Whatever your cereal you use. I don't eat cereal like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to open up.
What the fuck? What is this? What is this footage, bro?
Look now.
Hold on. First of all, I do gotta speak on this. First of all, you automatically wrong off the rip for filming in portrait mode, okay? Anybody who's ever been right about anything has never filmed anything in portrait mode, okay? Get out of here.
You pour the milk first. And then you pour the cereal after. Your cereal don't ever get salty, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't ever get salty.
Wow.
Boom. They don't want you
Can't believe
to
it.
eat a bowl of cereal for 30 minutes.
You think you know a nigga, man. This is the type of niggas I've been kicking it with, man. I can't believe it.
Without it getting soggy. Now look, y'all. Grabbing a spoon. This is how we gonna eat it, alright? See, the milk first makes the cereal float at the top. Now,
Okay, trying to break it down to a science. Let's go.
is what you want to do. Now people are like, nah, I don't want my cereal flowing at the top. Shut up, nigga.
I'm gonna let you finish before you hold this L, though.
It's not important. Look, now you want to take your time, but you want to eat this little corner right here. Once you done eating that corner, you feel me? See how you eating this corner? All the cereal over here ain't wet. You ain't getting soggy over there. You can take your time with it. You feel me? Eat all this.
Wow.
Then you move on to the middle. And then you move on to the end, nigga. This is how you eat cereal, bro. This bowl of cereal can last you as long as you want. You feel me? The cereal gets soggy on
This nigga spilled cereal and shit.
your time. When you
Look at
pour
the
the milk after, you
Wildin'.
drenching this all up. You know what I'm saying? You drenching this all up. You gotta eat it fast. You gotta
Oh my God. Okay, first of all, most 90%, most everybody who eats cereal ever period eats more than one bowl of cereal, right? Am I right? Who gets one bowl of cereal and is like, all right, I'm good. That was enough. I'm satisfied off one bowl. Okay. So if you eat more than one bowl of cereal, you by default already do this. You already pour the cereal into the milk if you eat cereal at all. Like, what do you mean? Like, this is already a thing. Okay, this ain't some award winning. No, nigga. It's just not. It's just not. We already do this.
like 5 minutes to eat this jar. One.
Plus, who the fuck, bro? Who the fuck is taking 30? Who needs 30 minutes to eat a bowl of cereal?
What, my way? If you eat this joint for 30 minutes.
30 minutes? What is this, bro? Who takes that long to eat cereal, bro?
Soggy, nigga. Don't listen to them brainwashed niggas telling you.
Bro, it takes you like 2 minutes to eat a bowl of cereal, if that. God, backwards ass nigga. Bro, you might as well just pour the milk in the fucking bag and just like, yo, oh, it's better like this because, you know, the cereal at the bottom will get soggy and the cereal at the top, you know, it'll take you 30 minutes to eat it because it'll be dry as fuck, you know? You might as well just do that, bro. Just do that. What are you doing?
Niggas trying to have you eating soggy cereal out here. Listen to me. All right, listen, y'all.
Get out of here. Anyway, I don't know, man. I can't believe I've allowed such blasphemy in my ranks. This goes against God and nature in every sense of the word. It's troubling, man. I can't believe I've been kicking it with this nigga. I just I'm surprised you don't eat your cereal with glue, nigga. This is backwards. This is just all fucked up, okay? Go back to the drawing board. Shout out to the homie, though. Shout out to Emoja, man. Show this nigga some love, bro. It's my nigga, bro. It's my nigga. We gonna keep you safe, man. Protect Emoja at all costs, okay? This nigga's clearly special. He literally pours his milk before cereal. and doesn't realize that if you eat a second bowl of cereal, you're already doing that. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. I love my mans. Oh man, I might have to distance myself after that one though. Not too sure. Oh man, we'll play some games later. Don't worry. So we know we talked about E3 happened or whatever. They showed some stuff, revealed shit or whatever. Like slightly before that, Microsoft revealed some things, you know, a little bit before that I never got to talk about. I tweeted about it, but I never got to like, you know, I'm lazy, whatever. So I got this is a tweet that I made asking, what is this fucking timeline? Because I guess Xbox announced, Microsoft announced here. Let's just read their tweet. VG video game 24/7. I don't know how you say that. VG 24/7. I don't fuck all these nerd ass magazines. Microsoft is making Xbox body wash, so now you can smell like second place in the console war. That's kind of fucked. That's pretty good. But I just don't understand like the appeal of this. Like the market for this. Where's the market for this, bro? Like who the fuck is buying this shit? Who wants this? Who asked for this? I don't understand. Like where is this going? What the fuck, bro? Like you might as well make mints and shit. Like I just, oh my god, dude, what is Microsoft doing, bro? I was thinking like this is like, the market for this is so small. It's like troubled moms who are trying to fucking convince their kid to wash their ass or some shit. Okay, there's no fucking market for this. Like this shit is dead. Okay, this is weird. This is dead. I can't believe that. Like you gotta think people like had meetings for this. Like they planned to put this shit out. It's not just some shit they tripped and fell into. Like, oh, we finna make soap. Like, nah, nigga. Like work went into this. They pushed papers for this. Like this is, I just don't understand, man. I really don't get it, man. I don't. Somebody fucking, somebody send me, somebody please. Oh my god, I want off this fucking ride, bro. I want off. I seen this image right here. This dude always making fun of like Xbox and shit, but I just like this picture of Larry Herb with the white gloves in front of the soap. Wash your ass, nigga. Before I wash your ass in these games. But I thought that was funny. That was cool. And like, I don't know, man. Xbox was fucking fire back in the day. What happened, bro? What did they do? Like, they just fell off. I don't know what the fuck. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? What is this? Why do you have soap, nigga? Why? What? Like, I don't fucking know. I don't get it. I just don't fucking. Oh my god. Oh man. I wish somebody could explain it to me. Like, what do you want out of this? What are you expecting out of this? So like, they also, after that, obviously we had E3 and shit. That shit happens, whatever. I just thought that was funny. They fucking talked about Scarlet, the next, or whatever the fuck they want to call it. I don't know. The next Xbox, the next hardware that they want to drop, right? And I kind of watched it. Like, I low-key watched a little bit because I was watching somebody else watch it, obviously. Like, it's 2019, man. You got to watch somebody else's reaction to things. Whatever. So I barely had the volume up, and I didn't really watch it all. Like, I didn't hear everything that was in there completely. And I seen this image right here, and I couldn't remember if it was real, right? I was like, did he really say that? Did he really say that? Like, did I miss that, or was I tweaking? Like, so the image says the combination of the SSD and the solid state drive. And now, like, most people in the know what SSD is. That is the solid state drive, right? So like, this quote clearly makes this guy look like he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about at all. Like, the fact that they're talking about SSDs at all is just fucking hilarious. But I seen this and I was like, it's no way that's real. So I figured, like, we'll watch it. We're gonna watch it again. Because I kind of forgot, bro. Like, I don't remember this shit or now. Like, so we about to find out, you know. Well, let's go. Oh, God. Sloppy ass StiffKast, what you doing, boy? Trash, boy. Get good. Okay, anyway. So, alright, so this is their whatever. Let's just play it. I gotta explain this shit. Y'all know what's going on.
When we think about the future of gaming, it's not just PC, it's not just console, it's not just mobile. It's really all of the above.
Xbox is all about choice. We're investing in technology all throughout the game stack.
We put the fan at the center of every decision we make.
The games you want with the people you want on the devices that you want.
And for us, that starts with our next generation console.
We don't want to build just another console. We truly want it to be transformative.
More immersion, more
Oh my God, that beard is epic.
exploration, more detail.
How do we make it easier for people to get into the game, to stay in the game?
One of the things that gamers and developers are incredibly excited about is reducing load times.
I'm an RPG gamer, and so like loading screens.
It just fucking bothers me. I remember this from the first time I watched it. Like, that bothers me so much. Like, I'm an RPG gamer. I've never heard somebody word that shit like that. Like, what does that even mean? I'm an RPG gamer. Like, the fuck?
Are a thing.
I don't know. It's just, it's the nitpicking, man. It's the autism in me. I'm sorry.
You're sitting there in the fake elevator because you know that the game's loading in the background. This is just an elevator ride forever.
That's our goal with gaming, is that you don't have those pauses.
This generation is special because we've really unlocked this new capability to connect with the characters and worlds in a way that no previous generation has allowed.
This generation is going to be a
God, do you hear this man feel, bro? Like, do you hear this shit? Bro, I heard somebody compare him to a used car salesman before, and, like, that's spot on. That's exactly what he sounds like. He's just a nigga to sell you hopes and dreams, man, and just give you shit that either already exists in the form of SSDs. Ooh, you can already do that on your current gen console, but okay, go in. And or whatever else, like,
Because we've really unlocked this new capability to connect with the characters and worlds in a way that no previous generation has allowed.
This generation is going
what is that even supposed to mean? Like,
to be a bigger leap than any generation we've done before.
At the heart of our next generation console is our custom design processor, leveraging the latest Zen 2 and Navi technology from our partners at AMD. From a pure processing perspective, this is 4 times more powerful than the Xbox One X.
salt. Didn't some of them niggas just buy that this year for $500, last year for $500, and now you got another console that's 4 times the power? Like, damn. How you feel, bro? This one about to be $500?
Leveraging high bandwidth GDDR6 to ensure that we're getting the best performance possible.
It's going to usher in resolution and frame rates that we've never seen before. Like, never seen before.
We're looking at
Wow. I can't, like, how can you, like, convincingly say that to yourself out loud, like in a real life scenario? It's going to produce resolutions and frame rates we never seen before. Like, say on Xbox, you have to qualify that. You cannot say that just leave it there hanging. Like, you have to say it's gonna push, or on console at least, but you have to say on Xbox, like, it's gonna make, you know, frame rates that we never seen before on a console or some shit. How the fuck do you say that? Like, how do you say that with confidence and then you go to sleep at
GDDR6 to ensure that we're getting the best performance possible.
It's going to usher in resolution and frame rates that we've never seen before.
What? Like, that's crazy. Like, I don't care how much, bro. I don't care how much you like any console. Like, all this shit is already, like, we pretty much already seen what the next gen Xbox is and whatever it can do. We pretty much, that tech already exists. Like, they're not gonna be, by the time they drop, it's not gonna be nothing crazy new that we never seen before. And then by the time they drop, like, the PC hardware will have caught up, or like been in a different place altogether. Like, it's not, I don't know, man. Selling us a dream, man. I don't believe in you, Phil. You need more people, nigga.
Never seen before.
We're looking at frame rates up to 120 frames per second.
Oh my god. A whole 120 frames per second? Can you believe that? Holy fuck. Frame rates you've never seen before. In parentheses on a console.
8K capability.
Variable refresh rate.
Next gen ray tracing. It's real time.
Maybe 8K. Maybe 8K is one thing that a console might do before like a PC, but I even doubt that. I'm not even sure. I just don't think there's any 8K monitors, but it, you know, PCs can hook up to TVs too, but who knows, bro? I'm not all the way up on my tech anyway, so it might be 8K monitors for all I fucking know. Probably just hella expensive.
Because it's hardware accelerated for the first time ever.
What I'm personally most excited about is the SSD.
We've created a new generation of SSDs. We're actually using the SSD as virtual RAM.
We're seeing more than 40 times performance increases over the current generation.
The combination of the SoC and the solid-state drive are really what gives you a totally...
Oh shit, he did say it. He said the thing. He said the quote. The combination of the SSD and the solid-state drive. Holy shit. Oh, look at his face. This is the perfect face too. He knew when he said that. Like, damn, I said that fucked up, man. Damn, I didn't mean to say that. Fuck. But no, like, to be fair to his credit, like, I do think that was like a Freudian slip, since dude was just talking about like the RAM, how they use the SSD for the RAM too. I think he meant to say that, like, the combination of the SSD and the RAM or something, in some form or fashion or some shit. Hold on, let's go back. Let's see.
As virtual RAM.
We're seeing more than 40 times performance increases over the current generation.
The combination of the SoC and the solid-state drive are really what gives you a totally new experience.
Now we can take all of that power and apply it back into the scene, so we can actually generate more life in that world and bring it to the gamer in a seamless way.
So that then you're fully experiencing what the game...
Yeah. It seemed like that's
developer
probably
wants you to...
But he still fucked up. They still should have fucking cleaned that up. Like, they had scripts, bro. He read the script wrong. Clean it up. Make him say it again. Okay? Do another take. What the fuck is that? That's sloppy, Microsoft. People notice shit like that, okay?
Experience.
When you can move through worlds without waiting for screens to load, that speed, that performance is what the next generation is about.
This is the most immersive console experience ever.
See, and she at least qualified that. It's the most immersive console experience ever.
What we really want to do is give developers the power to build the game they've always envisioned.
We have hundreds of people across both our first-party studios as well as our third-party studios working on those next-generation experiences today.
It's an amazing commitment to content at Xbox Game Studios. There's 13 studios, 7 in the last year. That's a big family.
At 343, for us it's...
Family, nigga? It's a big family. So, like, when some of them get laid off inevitably, you know, after the gamer crunch or whatever the fuck, the developer cycle crunch, like, they can come stay with you. That's your family. They can come. They can bunk with you if they lose their job. You still got your job at Xbox? I didn't think so.
Always about more seamless worlds. With the next generation, we can bring the world to life in a way we've never experienced Halo before.
We're delivering 4 generations of content better than you've ever seen them before.
This console is especially awesome for...
Yo, that is one point I do want to make. If they can make this thing backwards compatible with all 4 Xboxes, the OG 360, Xbox One, and this one, that's definitely lit, and they definitely deserve some props for that, because that's fire. I know a lot of people, oh, you know, I don't want to play old games. You know, they make fun of Microsoft for that shit, but, you know, that's legacy content that will slowly cease to exist over time. You feel me? So, like, that's valuable as fuck, okay? You cannot knock that. That's fire.
For Game Pass members, with the faster load times, you're going to be able to experience...
And then they go back to talking about faster load times and shit. Like, you can't, bro, you can currently do that on your current gen consoles. You could put an SSD in them. It's not even hard. It's not even like, oh my god, dude, I can't believe they hyping this. I can't believe that's the angle they took to, like, how can we show that this is actually next generation and not, you know, the same shit, but just a little better. Like, no, it's not gonna be a big leap as they're trying to make it seem. With every generation, there's going to be diminishing returns as far as graphical fidelity is concerned. It's not going to get any better faster. and then it always starts from square one. Like, once we get games that look super photorealistic like we have now, then it starts to be like it's still not enough. There's gonna be more subtle changes, like the shit they're talking about, ray tracing and shit like that, HDR and stuff like that. But overall, the graphics won't look like way better. So like the next graphical leap is some shit like VR. But if you noticed, most VR titles are low polygon, ugly looking fucking games. So even when the current gen or the current style of games look as good as they can, it's still gonna take fucking forever for VR shit to catch up to look like that. So we pretty much are like almost at the cap of what our graphics can look like now, to be honest. Like, it's coming down to the wire, man. You can't keep selling these, oh, it's gonna push the fucking, nah, nigga.
Install the games within just a snap of your fingers.
We're giving gamers the option to connect across devices and across platforms in a way that we never were able to before.
I don't lose my last generation as I move into the next generation. The people
That's your only selling point, Phil. You got one W, nigga.
I play with and the games that I want to play, that experience should be continuous and always growing.
This isn't just a console launch. This is about the future of gaming.
Your games, your achievements, your progression, your accessories, your console gaming experience with Xbox, it all comes forward with Scarlet.
It's a gay ass name though. Yeah, then they say holiday 2020. Big whoop. They blew that load. Didn't really even show shit. You didn't even show like concept art. Like, come on, dog. You just talked about it, bro. You talked about SSDs in 2019. SSDs are cheaper than they've ever been. A retard could stumble upon an SSD by accident now. It's not like they're not rare, okay? Come on, man. You gotta do, but I'm gonna need more than that, bro. You gotta get your weight up. You gotta flex harder than that. I just don't get it. Microsoft is wildin'. They wildin'. That was trash. Okay, it was butt. I'm sorry. The one dude had the Freudian slip. Phil up there pudgy as fuck. I don't know. It's just ugly for you, man. All right. The other thing they showed at the conference. Oh my god. This volume. I'm sorry. I apologize. Was this horrendous. The only thing that stood out to me worthy enough for me to fucking talk about it. It's this horrible fucking Gears Pop trailer, okay? I'm gonna just play a little bit of this and just talk about it, okay? I'm muting this, okay? Just listen to me right now, okay? What you see right now on your screen literally makes zero fucking sense, okay? It makes no sense. There is literally no market for this game, okay? The people that play Gears, and me personally, I'm not a fucking fan of Gears. I get it. I get the appeal of Gears. I have friends that like Gears and all this other shit. I think the games are okay, but I'm not like, I missed that wave, bro. That's all it is. You know, I was a Halo dude. But I get it. The people that like Gears, they like Gears because the gore and shit. It's about blowing niggas shit back with shotguns. And, you know, wall bouncing around aliens and sticking grenades on them and fucking rolling and shit, bro. It's about that gritty, just like action, whatever. Like, this is not that. This is not the market for Gears fans. This type of game, whatever the fuck this is, look at this. Do you see this shit? They don't want this. They don't fucking want this shit. I don't even play Gears, and I know Gears fans don't want this shit, bro. Nobody wants this. So the market for this is like just randos that play mobile games. And they don't even want this, because why? They don't fucking know what this is. What is this, bro? Like, it has no appeal, bro. It's a random game with a Gears skin. This doesn't work, like, not for you, at least not for this franchise. Like, bro, this is not the way to do mobile games. Like, it's just really not, man. Like, Diablo on mobile, cool. I could see that happening. Nintendo putting a Mario game on mobile makes fucking sense. It's not offensive. You're not gonna put off the core fan base of the game because it's just a family game. It's for kids and it's for adults. It doesn't matter if a fucking grown up sees that shit on the eShop. They might, or the fucking whatever, the iStore. They're not gonna be like, oh, this is fucking, what is this? I ain't buying this shit. It's like, oh, cool, Mario. Maybe I can like flip around on some levels every once in a while. Sweet, dope. But this shit, like, bro, this shit, it doesn't appeal to people that play Gears. The gameplay's not, like, it's not nearly similar. It's nothing like it. It's just, I don't know, man. It's, I don't understand. I really don't get what the fuck they're doing, bro. Oh, my God. What do I know? I'm just a nigga with a fucking mic. I don't know shit. I don't know shit about making games, man. Left Field do his work, bro. Look at this. And it's not even that like it's cartoony or nothing like that. It's because it's Gears and it's cartoony, bro. That type of shit works, but this is not it. This is not the move. This is just, it's retarded. Like, it's literally retarded. Like, you would have to be retarded to think this would work. Who does this appeal to? Kids don't want this. Even the kids that play Gears don't want this shit. They play Gears for a reason. Like, this it's trash. It's trash.
Hey everybody.
It's trash. Oh shit. My bad, I'm being sloppy, y'all. Man. I don't understand what Xbox is doing out here, man. They wildin'. They just fucking it up, man. I'm disappointed. Xbox used to be the shit. And now they just getting laughed at. They're the laughing stock. And it's kind of sad. Low-key. I used to love the 360, man. What are y'all doing, baby? Come on, baby. Oh, God, man. I want them to win so bad. Like, you don't know how bad I want Xbox to win, bro. I'm so biased. I hate the Sony fanboys so much that I want Xbox to win just cause. But they suck, so you can't really rely on them. Can't. They're unreliable, time and time again. It's pretty crazy. The next story we got, I already kind of spoiled it. The title spoiled it anyway, whatever. Apparently, the new Modern Warfare is supposed to be like it's supposed to be more gritty and shit, right? It's supposed to be like, it's fucking edgy, like you know how it's COD, bro. It's COD. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you can do some shit that you probably shouldn't really do in real life or something. Like, oh yeah, I'm not down. You know, I don't know the fucking super details. I don't know if they even revealed that, but I think they just marketed it as that. Like, oh, you might be in a situation where you have to fucking make a moral decision or something to not shoot civilians. Oh no, like some shit like that. I don't know. I'm not sure. But apparently this guy on Twitter was real bent about it, man. He was real touched by it. And I personally feel like it's silly, but I kind of want to listen to him to hear it out before I make a moral judgment. Now this video is fucking 30 minutes long. I don't know if I want to listen to the whole thing. I really ain't in the business to be listening to grown niggas whine on the internet. You know, it's fun sometimes, but goddamn. But I don't know. Let's just get right on into it and see what this guy got to say, man. Maybe I'm fucking misinformed, man. Maybe he can enlighten me. Feel me? Teach me. I need to know, nigga. I don't know what's going on, bro.
And
let me know.
Earlier this week, I posted a very long Twitter thread on my thoughts about Call of Duty and some statements that had been made by Infinity Ward on a panel at E3. And I wanted to, I tweeted about it, but it's one thing to talk about it in a series of tweets, and it's another thing to actually discuss it here like this.
Okay, so talk about it, nigga, damn.
I'll start with a content warning. I'm going to be very descriptive. I'm going to try not to hold anything back about some of the things I've seen and why.
Okay.
Because that will give you context.
Already, I see a problem with this. Okay. So, Infinity Ward can't put gore and violence in a game, but you can get on a video and express the shit you've seen in combat and in war or whatever the fuck. And that's fair. That's okay. That's hot in the streets. That's cool with the kids. All right.
As to why this is so important for me. As you can tell, I'm very nervous and shaky right now. Not particularly thrilled about going live and talking about this in such an open forum where anybody can watch. But I really, it's been bothering me all week, and I really feel like I need to just kind of get it off my chest, I guess. So while people are filtering in here, I'm going to bring up my tweet thread from the other day, because there are some quotes from Infinity Ward in there that I want to touch on, and I also want to give people a few more moments to kind of filter in here. Jesus, my fucking hands are shaking so bad that I can hardly manipulate my mouse.
Bro, your hands are shaking. Making tweets and like videos on the internet, like I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's a little different. Like when you have a bigger audience, there's more people paying attention to you. But it's really not that serious, bro. Like, it's a fucking video game. Hold on, man. Let me hear. Oh my god.
So give me just, if you bear with me for just one more second, I will get this show on the road. So I'm gonna
get it on the road. Then this show is terrible so far.
And retweet it if everybody watching wants to retweet it as well. I may be massively uncomfortable, but I would like this to go out to as wide an audience as possible. Hopefully, people can hear me okay.
It's coming out to me and my audience, I guess.
So anyway, I'll touch a little bit on my military background real quick. I spent
let's hear some fucking war stories, some gore, nigga. How many brains have you oh god, I can't even say it.
I spent 5 years in the United States Marine Corps. During that time, I deployed to Iraq twice, and to Afghanistan.
How many insurgents did you neutralize?
Twice, and then an additional 3 more times as a civilian after the Marine Corps. My first deployment was the worst one. That was the first battle for, or I'm sorry, that was the second battle for Fallujah. And we split our time in between several different places. We were in Mahmoudiya, which is a town about, I want to say somewhere south of Baghdad. I can't remember exactly how far it was from Baghdad. In between.
So far, like, what I'm taking from this is basically this guy's fucking, oh, woe me, this group that I belong to is oppressed. Like, we got struggles, man. This is the struggles that my people went through. The veterans. This is the same move as the black people use. Like, you know, obviously I'm black, so I see that shit a lot. This is the same move that a lot of groups use when they just feel like they want some attention or they need some fucking love, man. It's cool, bro. I feel you. I respect it. I respect, you know, veterans and shit for doing what you did. All right. But I got some shit to say about that. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna let you finish. Nigga.
Between Yusufia and Ludufia.
Beyonce.
And we also spent a large portion of our time at the Mech, which was basically the base for Allied forces in Fallujah, or just outside of Fallujah. And we spent a lot of time inside the city itself. The parts that I want to comment on that have to do with why I have such a problem with what Infinity Ward said in regards to Call of Duty was my time in Mahmoudiya and also my time in a place called Zaydan, which is about 10 clicks south of Fallujah. Zaydan was the worst few weeks of my life. I think about Zaydan a lot.
Of course. See, here we go. There it is. It's just like, it's like his personal fucking problems are spilling into like a video game. Like whether a video game should or should not depict, you know, a story in a certain way. Just because you had a terrible time. Who gives it, bro? God damn it, I have to let him finish.
Even to this day.
I gotta at least get more than 3 minutes.
So like I said, my first deployment was the worst, and you know I wasn't an 0311. I wasn't a grunt, but at this, you know, every Marine is a rifleman first, and at this point things were so bad that it didn't matter what your MOS was. You were fucking in the shit. You were on patrol. You were on foot patrols. You were in vehicle patrols. You were doing coordinate knocks. It didn't matter. You were pulling guard duty. Every swinging dick with a rifle was in the shit. Ooh. If you were a cook or admin or infantry or, you know, it just didn't matter. It didn't matter if you were the motor pool.
Okay. And what's the problem? I fail to see the problem, bro. I'm sorry, were you drafted? Did you get forced to enlist? No, you signed up for that shit. You fucking agreed to be there. Like, this is something that you applied for. Why are you complaining? You can't complain about this shit now. Like, come on, man.
What we saw there, so when we got to Zaydan, we called it
appeal to fields.
We called it Camp Incoming.
We saw things
because while we were there, we would take about maybe I can't even count.
Did they see the body Logan Paul filmed?
How many rounds of indirect fire a day? That's rockets and mortars. And we called it. And the thing about Camp Incoming was that it was just we fit our battalion into this, you know, big. It was large, but it was just enough for the entire battalion to kind of shove its way in there. And there was maybe there was like I want to say like a 12, 14 foot wall around the perimeter, but there was no cover at all. So when the rockets and the mortars started raining in, all we could really do was.
So basically, you're pretty much just using Call of Duty as like a soapbox, so you can fucking, so you can have your little fucking, me too, man. Like I'm a prisoner of war, man. I'm stressed and I got PTSDs and like that's all this is. It's just like, what is the point of this, bro? Get to the point.
Let's throw on our flak and our Kevlar and just hope for the best. That's really the only option we had available to us. And that's where we lost. Gunny Baum, Gunnery Sergeant Ronald Baum. He was 38 when he died. I was 40 feet away from him, and that's where I was wounded. That's where I
if only there was some way that you could have avoided that situation.
Was almost killed by
no, okay,
by a rocket that landed on the other side of a HESCO barrier.
Oh.
Before I go any further, I want to.
Sad.
Actually, you know what? I'll keep going with this a little bit, and then I'll get into the comments made by Infinity Ward.
I'll keep going. Yeah, I'll just we'll talk about me some more, and then we'll talk about the COD. The whole reason why you started this whole thing over Call of Duty. Yeah, we'll get to that later. It's more. This is my time. Okay, I created this soapbox.
And why they affected me so much. When Gunny Baum died,
so virtuous.
He was in a Humvee. He was sitting in the turret of a vehicle, and we had been taking some indirect fire, and he didn't like the position of the vehicle he was in. He thought it was putting his Marines in danger. He was a CI guy, counterintelligence, and he worked with the HET team, the human exploitation team, and he ordered the driver to move the vehicle to another part of our little makeshift FOB there. It's a forward operating base. And as soon as the vehicle stopped in the location that Gunny Baum had designated, a rocket went right into the turret, and that was it. That was the end of Gunny Baum.
Rip that guy, bro. Shout out to him though.
There was nothing left. He was gone, and I worked with him closely. I worked with Gunny Baum very closely. I saw him every day, and I had been out with him before, And when he died, that was my first real experience with somebody that I knew in combat getting killed. That was the first one for me.
And this is where I have to pause it real quick. Okay. This is my biggest issue with this, is that it's not like it was a fucking mystery going into it. It's not like you were unaware of what the fuck you was getting into, okay? You signed up for a fucking war. Like, it's clear as day. Like, I don't understand what you expected. And it kind of reminds me of a clip from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, bro.
Why is it being used to kill them?
That's why I love this anime so much.
Why is it being used to kill?
Damn, I'm sloppy as fuck today. Alright. That's why I love this shit, bro. Alright. It's so clean, because even the villains, man. Even the villains has some shit. They got their shit off. You feel me? They had some shit to say. And it was lit. Let's listen right here.
Is it being used to kill them instead?
Because that's the job we state alchemists have been given to do. You ask why we're here killing these people instead of protecting them? Because this is a war and that's what soldiers do. Isn't that right? You think that...
No. In the context of this anime, I know this anime is it's some fucking whatever, but these people are quote unquote soldiers for the government, whatever. And it's pretty much the same scenario. He pretty much framing it as like, it's a war. The fuck did you expect, bro? Like, you signed up for the army, nigga, and you didn't think you was gonna have to kill motherfuckers, bro. You didn't think people would die. Like, are you serious? Let's just let it play a little.
Why we're here killing these people instead of protecting them? Because this is a war and that's what soldiers do. Isn't that right?
You think this is our job? To cause tragedy?
Well, that's how it seems. But let's see. Tell me, miss. You're not very happy to be here, are you? Well, you don't appear to be. But can you honestly tell me, in that split second when you take down an enemy, you don't allow yourself to feel the slightest tinge of satisfaction and pride in your skills?
Damn.
Well, Miss Marksman.
That's enough, Kimberly!
I'll tell you what I don't get. Did you people expect something different? You act like you're surprised, like you didn't choose this. Did you put on that uniform thinking you wouldn't be asked to kill?
That's a good question. That's like a powerful quote right there. Did you put on that uniform not expecting that? How could you, bro? You thought it was gonna be sugar and rainbows on the other side of this shit? The fuck? And you want people to feel bad for you now? You did that. Like, that's like the type of person that will do something for you, like, out of the kindness of their heart, quote unquote, and then, like, when you don't do something for them, they want to fucking, like, hang it over your head, like, oh, well, fucking, I did this thing for you the one time, man, and try to guilt trip you into fucking doing shit for them or something. Like, come on, man. You can't fucking sign up for the services and then get mad that you dealt with fucking military shit, bro. What the fuck, bro? Like,
The one thing worse than death is to avert your eyes from it. Look straight at the people you kill. Don't take your eyes off them for a second. And don't ever forget them, because I promise that they won't forget you.
That's some powerful shit right there. That's some powerful shit. Let's see. Let's finish what he got to say, man. Let's hear my man's out, bro.
And again, like, there's a content warning for all of this, so I don't blame you if you want to dip out.
Okay. Again,
but
it's cool
we
that he
had
does
to,
it.
a bunch of Marines had to clean him out of the Humvee. He left behind a wife and 2 young kids.
There we go. He wasn't obligated to do that. Nobody made him go to the military. Nobody. I understand you feeling bad for that dude, right? I understand. I wasn't close with the nigga. You was. So being close with somebody and then watching them die is definitely tragic. However, However, if you did that shit for the sake of doing it, for the nobility of it, why are you trying to come back? Like, you come home now and it's just like, oh, you gotta praise me more because of what I did. You just supposed to do it just to say you did it, just to be like, I'm that nigga, I'm gangsta, I fucking serve this country, fuck yeah, America, nigga. But no, instead, like, I don't know, it's all this like sympathetic shit about a video game, bro. Like, you could be arguing for like veterans' rights as far as like them getting fucking compensation or some shit. You talking about Call of Duty, the most inoffensive, like, bland vanilla game ever, bro. Call of Duty. You're offended by COD of all things, bro. That's crazy to me. It blows my mind that you're doing this over Call of Duty. But you're really not, because it's just like a show, just so you can like get this off your chest, bro. If you want to talk about this shit, that's fine, talk about it. But like, don't. It's just weird to hitch it to Call of Duty as if like that's the fucking reason for the tragedies that you've been through. Shut up, nigga. Like, what the fuck?
He was 38 years old. He was as old as I am now. I was 23.
I'm gonna try to skip ahead and find the part where you actually talking about
the past few days saying, oh, but this is important, you know, John, like, it's, you know, don't make them censor their game, don't tell them to censor their game, you know, this is part of war, you know, it's a learning experience, but we didn't fucking go around shooting, you know, civilians and babies in.
You didn't? Maybe you didn't. Maybe you did. You think some of them niggas ain't going over there shooting civilians and babies? Come on, John. Come on, sir.
In Iraq. That's not what we did. That's not what I did. So that isn't a fucking accurate depiction of what it's like to be at war. And there's no fucking reason for
Okay. So it's not like it's the first time fucking COD has done some controversial shit where you can shoot civilians. They had the one scene in Modern Warfare 2 a while ago, whenever that fucking game came out. Modern Warfare 2, they had that one fucking mission where, like, I think it was in an airport or some shit. Let's see if I got that. I got that. Yeah, I got that shit. And, like, you can fucking, like, they had, like, a trigger warning or some shit. And you could, like, skip it if you wanted to. Right? Like, you could fucking... They told you beforehand that it was sensitive content in it, and you could opt out of playing this shit. Okay? Let's just check it out. See. Remember this. And now, back when this came out and shit, like, I wasn't, like, on the internet shit like that. Like, I kind of organically played this game and just ran into this mission. So it was kind of like, oh shit, to me. Like, it was like, oh shit, that's lit. But let's just watch real quick.
The rest of Task Force 141 brought in the ACS, Alan. 2 men took down an entire base. I ask much more from you now. Yesterday you were a soldier on the front lines, but today, front lines are history. Uniforms are relics. The war rages everywhere, and there will be casualties.
Okay. All this fucking exposition, bro.
This man, Makarov, is fighting his own war, and he has no rules, no boundaries. He doesn't flinch at torture, human trafficking, or genocide. He's not loyal to a flag or a country or any set of ideals. He trades blood for money.
The spookiest of all.
He's your new best friend. You don't want to know what it's cost already to put you next to him. It will cost you a piece of yourself. It will cost nothing.
Low-key, the COD fucking campaigns used to be lit as fuck, though.
Compared to everything you'll save.
They was fire.
Snami ball. Remember, no rush.
Alright, as you can see, you start off an elevator. Stuff like that part, right? I do remember when I got to this mission and they said you could skip it. I was like, fuck no. Of course I wanted to see why they like even had that in the first place. Of course, the curious fucking like 19-year-old me or some shit. Yeah, I was like 19 when this game came out. Like, of course I want to see that shit. Like, why the fuck would we do it? What do you mean I could skip this? It's graphic. What did you put behind it? Okay, of course I want to see that shit. And then I remember like coming out and like not thinking like, what's different about this mission? And then like I shot a person and nothing happened. Like usually in a game like this, if you shoot somebody, like you fail the mission or whatever. So that is kind of fucked up. But I don't know. It didn't really. It's not that big a deal. I don't fucking get it. Like, I don't think it's a fucking game, bro. Like, it's the most cartoony, arcadey. Look at this. Look at these character models, bro. This is not something that's. It's not like it's endorsing this shit. It's just a video game. It's fake. Like, it's fiction. Do you get mad when the movies do that shit? Do you get mad when fucking James Bond is shooting a bunch of niggas? Like, do you care? Like, what is it? What's the difference, bro? I don't know. I just don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe dude will explain though. Maybe I'm just getting ahead of myself. It just seems strange to be offended by Call of Duty. Well, let's keep going. Damn, it's still been playing. I'm tweaking.
It's fucking digitized, but why is that even a fucking option? Like it adds nothing to the gameplay, and it's not a realistic scenario. It's Marines and soldiers in Iraq.
Yo, this man is in a war acting like casualties of war don't happen. What are you talking about? What do you mean it's not a real? Hold on, let me go back, man. Let me go back.
I mean, we used to, like. You know what? I'll dive into Infinity Ward's comments here real quick.
Please.
So I tweeted this out the other
day. The
whole
reason why we here, bro. Hold on. 10 minutes into the video, he's just now talking about what Infinity War said about the game. This whole shit is supposed to be about the game. He talked about himself for 10 minutes, bro.
The following quote was in regards to there's a scenario in the game apparently where you can accidentally shoot a baby being held by a woman civilian. Okay. And what they said was, if you comport yourself in a way not befitting a soldier, the game will fail you.
Okay.
The game will.
Okay, what's the problem with that? That's how it normally is. If you do something that you're not really supposed to do, you fail the mission. Like, what the fuck?
Try to figure out if you shot that baby on purpose or accidentally.
Okay, but does that not happen? Is it no innocent children casualties in war? Like, at all? Come on, man.
Why? Like, why is that here?
It's okay.
I've had a lot of people in my mentions the past few days saying, "Oh, but this is important, John. Like, it's, don't make them censor their game. Don't tell them to censor their game. This is part of war.
Facts.
It's a learning experience. But we didn't fucking go around shooting, civilians and babies in Iraq. That's not what we did. That's not what I did. So that isn't a fucking accurate depiction of what it's like to be at war. And there's no fucking reason for giving you the ability to shoot an infant. Like, yeah, I get it's not real. I get it's fucking digitized. But why is that even a fucking option? Like, it adds nothing to the gameplay, and it's not a realistic scenario. It's, Marines and soldiers in Iraq didn't run around fucking, just killing babies ad nauseum. That's not...
Oh my god, nobody's saying that. I don't think the game is claiming that at all. Like, oh, this is what soldiers do. They shoot babies all day. Nah, nigga, it's just like happenstance. Like, maybe they have an NPC that just happens to be carrying a child in a crossfire in a fucking military situation. It's a game. It's fake scenarios. What difference is it if movies do it? Like, do you think the Terminator is offensive, nigga? He was blowing shit up and all this. Like, is that bad too? It's a game.
Not what happened. It's not going to teach you anything. None of this is going to teach you anything.
It's not going to teach you anything. It's not supposed to. It's entertainment. It's Call of Duty. It's the most milquetoast shit you ever play. It's the most bare bones basic video game. Like, it's literally the casual game before Fortnite or something. Like, I just don't get it, man. I don't get.
You know, here's another one. If you're really trying to do your job and you're just like, oh god damn it, I made a mistake and I feel really bad about that. We want you to feel that. We want you to really sit with that. You know, let me.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Let me fucking tell you what it's like to actually feel bad about fucking up in combat. Let me tell you what it's actually like to sit with.
Oh my god, here we go. Here it is. Here it is again, man. What about me? My little insular group is fucking oppressed. You guys don't understand us?
Something. For 15 fucking years, I have thought about that day that I almost died. For 15 fucking years, I have thought about Gunny Bomb, or Staff Sergeant McDonald, or Corporal Belchick, or
Here we go. Here we go again, man. Here we go, man.
Marines who aren't with us anymore. And you know, those are the fucking moments that people like me sit with, you know.
Remember that time I gave you a ride to work, nigga? Remember that time I was there when your mom died or something? And you gonna do me like this?
Oh, it's not something that you can recreate in a fucking video game. It's not something that should be recreated.
But you can recreate it in the video game, and they did. And it's probably not as bad as you think. And they probably will have a trigger warning and allow you to skip that part of the game if you don't like it. Probably, bro. They did it before. Okay. Probably didn't have a problem with it back then. And they're gonna do it again. I don't get it, bro. If it's not for you, you just don't consume that. Something's not for you, just don't consume it. You don't get them to change it, because then you still not gonna consume it. It's not gonna make you happy. Play it for a couple months and then you're gonna drop it and be on to the next game like everybody else, bro. You just needed to cry, and it's okay, bro. We get it. We all need love, bro. Here, I'll give you an e-hug.
Created in a video game. You know, when you fuck up in combat, when a soldier or a Marine or anybody who's been in combat, when you fuck up in combat, there are consequences. There are dire consequences. People die. And yeah, sometimes innocent people die, and it fucking sucks. And it's something that sticks with you forever.
Also, before,
if you have a shred of empathy in your heart, anyway, or if you have a fucking
hold on, it's not realistic. But now sometimes innocent people die. Sometimes they get clipped and shit. I don't know. 360 no scope.
So it sticks with you. Those are the moments that people like us fucking sit with. Day in and day out for fucking years, decades, the rest of our lives. So don't sit here, Infinity Ward, and fucking...
Bro, nobody told you to do it, though. That was your choice.
Tell me that you want us to feel that. That you want us to really sit with that. We have shit that we sit with every day, and nothing that I have experienced or any...
Good on you, bro. And you probably wouldn't have to sit with it if you made different life choices. And maybe then you can enjoy Call of Duty like a normal person.
Other combat veteran has experienced is going to be able to be recreated.
I mean, COD sucks anyway, but this new one looking kind of... I don't know, man. I like it. I'm interested.
For the audience in a fucking video game. It's just not going to happen. And we shouldn't want it to happen.
Yeah.
You know, like how... I feel...
Hold on. Fuck them kids.
Like I'm taking fucking crazy pills. Like, how fucking dare you? How fucking dare... And here's the other thing that pisses...
He said, how dare you, like a bitch that asks for your manager and shit.
Me off. So people who have actually seen the game at E3 have said, you know what? Despite what Infinity Ward has said, and despite what has been said on the internet, aside from one scene with a little girl, which I don't even fucking want to know what that entails, it just seems like another Call of Duty game. It just seems like another Call of Duty game, which bothers me even fucking more. Because if that's the case, you're using language like this and you're exploiting fucking...
Now they're exploiting the spoils of war.
You're exploiting fucking trauma, and you're exploiting experiences that veterans have had, real experiences, as fucking bullet points in marketing to sell your fucking video game.
So? It's a market for that. If it's a market for that, if it's an audience of people out there that want to experience that without doing what you did, maybe that's what the problem is. Like, he's upset that other people get to get that experience without having to go out there and actually risk their lives. It's like, damn, man, I had to do it the hard way. Y'all don't know what it's like. That's just like, back in my day, we had to fucking, you know, this old man perched up on a hill, spouting this shit. Go in.
And that's fucked up. That is fucked up. Why would you do that? Like, what is wrong with you? What are you thinking?
Old man yells at cloud. More at noon.
You know, I've had people in my mentions for days now telling me, you know, John, this is important because it's going to teach us. It's going to teach us what war is about. It's going to teach us what combat is like. It's going to.
I don't see. I wouldn't go that far. It's just a game, though. Like, it's not gonna teach you nothing. It's not gonna do nothing. It's just supposed to be fun sometimes, like for a couple hours and shit after work or something, and then you turn it off and then you go back to real life. It's fiction, bro. It's an escape. It's not supposed to be real in the first place. Like, who cares if you went to war and you seen some bad shit? Some people just want to play video games and not think about that type of shit. And here you are just pouring that type of shit into it. Like, who cares? It's fictional. You don't have to feel bad about it because nobody actually died. The baby is fake, bro. If you shoot a baby in a video game, it might rub you the wrong way, but it's fake. And once they, you know, turn the cameras off, it's all fake, bro. Just like in a movie, all that shit. You understand? Okay.
To teach us what, you know, it's gonna get us into the mindset of a soldier. We're gonna learn soldiery, and it's going to be an important lesson for a lot of people because we need that realism. We want to experience what it's like. But here's the thing. There is no fucking video game or movie or television show or book that is going to be able to give you the experience of actually being on a battlefield. There's nothing that is...
Well, no shit, but who cares, though? You know what I'm saying? Then if that's the case, then what's wrong with the media, you know, depicting it if they're never going to experience that for real? Like, because they chose not to. Anybody, pretty much, almost anybody could have signed up for the military and did that shit, except for the people that did and got rejected. But come on, man, you ain't special, nigga.
Is going to teach you about that. There's nothing that's going to help you feel those emotions.
It's okay to be regular and not have nobody care about you. You know what I'm saying? Use that veteran status for good. You know?
There's nothing in a video game or a film that is going to depict to you what it's like to go out on patrol and find a cache of videotapes. And when you find those videotapes, you bring them back to the fob, you watch them, and what is it? What do you see there? It's a fucking video of some poor soul begging for his life as his head is slowly sawed off of his body. And you have to sit there and listen to it and watch it.
And those seen this shit. This was a war. Maybe not as much as some fucking soldiers and shit. But we done seen some pretty... If you've been on the internet long enough, you done seen some pretty gory shit, bro. Okay? Who gives a fuck, bro? Like, maybe not up... It's a little different up close, of course. No shit. But you fucking... Bro, how do you put that fucking uniform on and not expect that? Like, yeah, I'm gonna just go to war. I'm gonna just join the military. Everything's gonna be peachy fucking keen, bro. It's gonna be sugar and rainbows and fluffy clouds and all this stuff. And I'm gonna come home and be rich and live a happy life. Nigga, it's war. You signed up to go to war, now you mad. I don't get it.
Those images.
Mad at Call of Duty of all things. It's Call of Duty. It's fucking fake, bro. It's a fucking... Bro, they come out every year. Like, I don't get it.
And those sounds are burned into your mind and your heart forever. Forever.
It sucks, bro.
It's going on patrol in a vehicle, sitting up on the turret, looking out for the piano wire that might be strung across the road to take your head clean off as you're driving down the road.
Oh man, I feel
it's wondering if that car that is driving right next to your convoy is going to detonate and fucking kill you right there and fucking take out everybody else in your vehicle. It is watching rounds impact right in front of you for the first time and thinking, Jesus fucking Christ, I don't want to die. Please don't let me die.
Groups for this type of shit, like veteran groups where y'all can share these type of stories and be intimate with each other about this type of shit. Like, I don't know, it just comes off as like, I don't know, like,
die. Please, if there's a fucking God out there, don't. Right? It's you know, it's not real, and I understand that. My issue is with the language being used and the fucking blatant disrespect shown to veterans and...
How? They didn't say nothing bad about veterans. How is it disrespectful to them? I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure, like, I know a couple people that was in the military. There's quite a few people in my family that was in the military. They probably don't give a fuck about this shit, one way or another, bro. They probably don't care at all, to be honest. Like, my pops was in the military. I'm pretty sure if I asked him, if I showed him this fucking article, oh, Call of Duty's gonna do this, how you feel about that? He probably won't care. I don't think he really would care. Like, he might be like, whatever, like, it's not very respectful, but okay, but definitely wouldn't be bitching about it. I know that. But I don't know, it's just keep going, man.
And the shit that we go through.
You got it, bro.
Because these are things that I think about every day of my life, and I didn't have it anywhere near as bad as some of the other guys. I'll tell you right now, there's shit that I think about every day, and I didn't have it near as bad as others.
Oh man.
Although I will say that I don't see any reason for there to be. I don't know why you would include the ability to shoot a baby.
Why not? What's the argument against it? Like, because my feels? Like, that's it? That's pretty much it. Like, I was over there, it affected me emotionally, and it's some fucked up shit. Like, okay, we get that. Like, no shit, but it's a fucking game. It's art, bro. It's art. Gonna tell somebody they can't paint a dick because you don't like dick or something? It's like, oh, like, I'm straight, so you can't paint any guys with their penises out. There would be no, like, old ass art. All them old ass statues gone, nigga. All them fig fucking leaves, them shit's out of there. Get it out of here. I don't like dick.
That is one thing that I don't approve of. I want it out. I want it taken out. Call it fucking censorship if you want, but here's the thing. There are some things that you just shouldn't put in games. There are just some things you shouldn't film, and a good example is a movie called The Road. Based on the book...
Oh, so he does have a problem with movies too? Cool.
The Road by Cormac McCarthy. When I read the book, in the book, there is a...
At least he's consistent.
...scene near the end of the book where two men and a woman are roasting a baby on a spit.
2 men and a woman.
And it's an incredibly brutal scene in a post-apocalyptic world. And when they filmed the movie, the director said, you know what? I can't film that.
Well, you said they was roasting a baby on a spit?
I can't film that.
I mean, if you're trying to paint a picture of a post-apocalyptic world, bro, like, that's something that would be probably a little more normalized in that setting. It's supposed to make you uneasy. Like, that's called, like, I just don't understand, man. Like, I can't, bro.
Because it's unfilmable. That's not something that I'm interested in. It's not something that I want to depict because it's not in good taste. I don't see how this is any different. Like, people are arguing for this shit to be included and put in games. There are just some things you shouldn't film, and a good example is a movie called The Road. Based on the book The Road by Cormac McCarthy. When I read the book, in the book, there is a scene near the end of the book where two men and a woman are roasting a baby on a spit. And it's an incredibly brutal scene in a post-apocalyptic world. And when they filmed the movie, the director said, you know what? I can't film that. I can't film that. Because it's unfilmable. That's not something that I'm interested in. It's not something that I want to depict. Because it's...
Well, the movies always get changed from the books and shit and the mangas or whatever. That shit always happens. So it's like, that's inevitable. But at the same time, who cares? Like, I don't think people would have been too bent about it.
It's not in good taste.
It's crazy shit in movies.
I don't see how this is any different. Like, people are arguing for this shit to be included in the game. People are arguing it for it to... And I don't understand why. Like.
No, they're arguing for the developers to be able to make the art they want to make. They're not asking for, like, baby killing simulator, bro. They want you to let fucking developers make the shit they want to make and just don't buy the shit, or do you close your eyes, nigga, and cover your ears and go la 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 la.
What is the appeal behind that? Why would you even want to do that? There are people in my mentions who say, no, keep it in there. Why? Like, what the fuck is... What is compelling about that? Like, let's say this game was able to teach you about about war. Let's say this game did tell you or let you feel what it was like to be in a combat scenario. There's nothing about shooting a baby in a game that's going to fucking depict that for you. So why keep it there? Because it's not about.
Oh my god. We about to fucking rotate. This dude he ain't said shit. This whole 30-minute rant could have been a 5-minute video, bro. You wasted all these beautiful people's time. I might read some of these comments, man. Of course, you got how to support a military, man. America, you know, we love our troops.
It's not about being respectful. And it's not about actually wanting to depict an accurate war scenario. It's about being edgy. And it's about press. Edgy. And it's about wanting to sell your game. And it's about...
It's always kind of edgy, though. Like, that's... I mean, like, you're not really saying nothing that's... Like, it's not rocket science, bro. And Call of Duty's not even, bro. It's not even... It's as cartoony as it gets. It's not, like...
Getting people talking about your game like I'm doing right now. I'm actually, in a way, I'm playing into all of this, right? Because I'm here talking about it.
Yeah.
And it sucks. I don't want to talk about.
You got them sweet 9K views, bro.
This shit. I think enough about it. I hate
this clout. It's okay.
I hate talking about.
You hate talking about it. Sure you do. That's why you
I don't want to talk about it.
Minutes. Sure you don't. No. Okay. Right. Alright, let's see. That's good enough, man. This nigga, he just repeating himself. He's seen some horrible shit in war. Ooh. Poor him. Free Call of Duty. Let me see. Thank you for talking about this, Sean. I could tell you're really nervous talking about this, and I gotta say, I agree with you. Main point on this. Thank you for speaking. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you for sharing. It's just a bunch of people like blowing his dick, the sympathy card, PTSD awareness month. That's what's up, and that's lit. Shout out to people that do go to war and shit like that. That's some hard shit. I'm not finna downplay the shit and act like, oh, it's just some fucking whatever. But like, to do it, it's supposed to be some noble shit, and then only for you just to bitch about it after. Like, come on, man. I can't respect that. I'm sorry, bro. I can't respect it. I can't respect it. You supposed to do it out of the fucking... Just off GP. Just off of, like... It's supposed to be noble, right? You can't do something noble and then bitch about it later. Like, come on, bro. How do you do that? Like, I can't respect that, bro. Get it together. It's just Call of Duty, bro. It's okay. Let them fucking do their shit. Fight for veterans' rights in other ways. Pretty sure the veterans are mismanaged in way worse ways than being poorly represented in fucking the latest Call of Duty game. God damn. What the fuck, bro? Oh, shit. Nigga swallow. Hoes mad. Alright. That was, I mean... As far as that goes, I was fucking bored out of my mind watching that, so I had to move on. I didn't really... Nothing else in E3 was super fucking fire to me. I mean, it's a couple games I'm gonna probably get, but I can't. I don't know, man. Can't condone some of this shit. I didn't watch the Ubisoft shit. I did see that they had some cool ass Assassin's Creed level maker and shit. That's dope. I didn't pull any pictures of that or nothing though. I'm lazy. And due to time constraints, yeah, we'll call it that. But the one thing that was interesting and shit is that I did watch the Nintendo Direct, and some of that shit was cool. Astral Chain looks good as course, good as fuck. Still, I ain't even gotta. I'm not gonna talk about that shit. We're gonna see when it come out. But the Pokemon shit got me kind of perplexed. It's kind of weird. The game looks alright, but it don't. I feel like it's kind of lost its charm, man. The games ain't catered for people that play the games and the older games anymore. It's it's for the Pokemon Go crowd. It's for the normies. No, okay. I'm too ancient out here to be playing this shit. Okay. And apparently, I guess they said they are supposed to be getting rid of, or like not getting rid of, but they're not supposed to feature every Pokemon from every generation in the new games. Like, it's only supposed to be some, and then like the new region stuff, which, I mean, it's kind of their excuse was like the animations, like they don't want to, like they would have to animate all of the sprites or the models for those Pokemon, which I understand. Like, at first I thought they meant, like, what they were saying some stuff about, like, it's to help produce high quality animations, blah blah blah, is why we can't put all of them in, or something like that. But then I also remembered that they have all the like how the Pokemon Go games were, or Let's Go, excuse me. They got all the models like on screen when you get into battles. Like, you see them on the map when you run into them or whatever, right? So like they would have to animate at least movement for all 800 something plus of those just to put them on the map. You feel me? At least like a fraction of them. Like, I don't know, maybe not, because they might not have to put the final evolutions. They don't need them because they shouldn't be walking around on the map like that. Maybe like the two smaller evolutions though, there's gonna have to be like way more. So I can understand how they want to. That's a lot of work or whatever, right? But I still feel like it's just gonna be crazy. It's gonna be weird because that's like a ripple effect, right? Like, okay, say certain Pokemon don't get in, cool, big deal, those won't be available. But that also affects other shit, like certain mons can only learn moves through like breeding and shit, and they, you know, that's called fucking the move tutor moves, or not move tutor, but the fucking egg moves or whatever. So if, I don't know, fucking Hitmonlee can only learn cross chop by breeding with something that's not in the game, then now he can't even get that move, right? So it's not gonna affect just the ones that don't get in the game. It's gonna affect the ones that they gotta trade egg moves with too. So it's gonna mix up movesets and everything too. So like, it's kind of, at the same time, on some level, it's kind of fucking interesting, because the competitive game is cancer right now, and fuck that shit. I don't want it. I don't know, I got a love-hate relationship with that fucking game. It's just, it bothers me, man. And then they got the Gigantos stuff that kind of replaces Z moves and Megas, which I'm not a fan of the big mode or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know what it's called exactly. I think it looks really silly. I think it's goofy as fuck. But I am glad it at least replaces the other two, because when they revealed it, I was like, yo, they are adding way too many mechanics in this game. Like, way too many. Like, it's not even, I don't know, man. It's barely balanced. It's not even fucking, it's still frustrating. Some stuff is still broken. And like, and then they just add like gimmick mechanics, like you can go big now and be stronger. Woo. Like, at least Megas like has some charm to it. Like, that has some fucking, had some weight behind it, you know what I'm saying? Some fucking gravitas, man. That was cool. This shit is just, it's just goofy. It's like some fucking, it's really anime Japanese shit for the sake of it. Like, almost pandering in a way. Like, oh, you can blow up now like a balloon or some shit. Like, I don't, what does that do? I don't care. Like, I don't know. But it's definitely interesting. I can't even wait to see how it turns out competitively, though, just to see like what's actually in the game and what moves certain mons can actually have now. It's gonna be kind of cool, bro. It's gonna be cool to see like, oh damn, this Pokemon can't do this now because so and so's not in the game. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be hilarious to watch people realize that shit. And I called it. Called it first. Seen it here first, folks. Let's go. And then they had a chart, I think, of like all the stuff that's confirmed so far. Can't really see this that much. But apparently the green stuff is confirmed. We got the Charmander trio, the Caterpies, Pikachu, of course. You already know he in there. Vulpix, Growlithe, Machoke and stuff. I think we seen them in the trailer. Haunter. I think it's safe to say most of the first 150 will probably make it. A lot of like second gen stuff will probably get in. It's gonna be like the more forgotten stuff, I think, like the lesser known pokes. But it's still gonna be some random throwaway shit that gets kept, like fucking, I don't know, Love Disc or something. Like, I see. What else is on here? Combi is on here. That's confirmed. Which exactly, again, some random like middle of the pack, like not really cool, not really good, but not really bad Pokemon. Like it's gonna be some okay shit on here. What is that? Oh, fucking the deer joint. I forgot her name. Golurk. That's what's up. Okay. Rowlet. I'd like to see Gen 5 represent. That's what's up. Haxorus. Okay. Throwbacks. That was like my favorite generation. That was the one that kind of introduced me to competitive though, so I'm biased. Hey, we got the EVs. Well, of course, the EV should be confirmed. That's period. Like, that's a given. But it's probably gonna be at least most of the 150, the first 150, just because. Why not? Like, they already got those models animated or whatever. That's another thing that's kind of like fucked, is at least the battle animations or whatever, they those are already animated, bro. That's the same fucking models they've been using since X and Y. Like, let's be real. Those Pokemon are already damn near coded in the game. But I don't know what it is, man. It's a weird design choice, but I don't think they're gonna change it at this point. It's people trying to petition them to change it, like fucking tweeting hashtag bring back National Dex or whatever, and that's where I got these fucking images and shit. And like, I don't think they're gonna do it. They changed the Mario Maker thing, but I don't think they're gonna do this. This is more like a hardline design choice. The Mario Maker thing was more of a like, okay, we gotta add some extra menus we didn't want to add, maybe, and like some fucking a little online functionality that we didn't really want to code for, but all right, we got you. Like, that's not gonna take that long to add. Like, that's just completely different. That's way more work for the Pokemon thing. So I don't think they're gonna get that changed. Good luck to them, but it's fucked up, especially considering they got this Pokemon Home thing, which I didn't even realize was a thing. I'm assuming that's a phone app or something that you could store your like 3DS Pokemon to or something to bring them to the new games. Because I remember they did have that app on the 3DS. What the fuck was that shit called? I don't even know. But they had that, and you had to like, Pokemon Bank. That's what that shit was called. And you had to like pay for it, and then you could put shit on there. And it was kind of cool. And it was free at first for a long time. That was kind of cool and shit. Like that, they trying to keep the tradition alive of actually being able to transfer Pokemon from one generation to the next. That's dope. Cool. Right? But then you completely shit on it when you don't include all the Pokemon in the new games. Why like hype all this shit that you put in place to like, oh yeah, well, you can keep legacy Pokemon from the first Pikachu you had from Pokemon Yellow. You could probably still have that shit today, like, you know. But then you completely shit on it. I don't know. Like, it's just weird as fuck. But we'll see if they change that shit or not, man. I don't know. I doubt it. I don't see it happening, man. I don't see it happening, man. Good luck, bro. Good luck. But it's beyond me. Either way, I'm low key hyped to see what happens. Like, it's like a dice roll, like pretty much like the fucking game is. When they don't fucking, when they don't allow all the pokes to come through, how is that gonna affect movesets? That's what I'm most interested in. That shit about to be fucking lit, nigga. Lits. Man. I don't know what else happened at E3, really. Nothing else really stood out to me that much. Just like dumb shit, I guess. I don't know. Not fucking nothing too crazy. What else did Microsoft show? They didn't. Oh yeah, they did show fucking Tales of Arise. That looked fire, of course, but they didn't show too much of it. So who knows? I was hearing stuff about it was supposed to be an MMO and all this other extra shit. So who knows? It might be whack. Of course, Sony wasn't there. And then I don't think Nintendo showed nothing else. Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about Banjo-Kazooie. Lit. Of course. How the fuck am I a Smash player and I don't even mention that? Fucking fire. The hero is fire too. Whatever. Whatever. Dragon Quest made sense, I guess. It's cool. I'll take it. The first character to actually have multiple skins that were like different models. Thank God. Finally, can we get like some more of that shit, please? Like, come on. You've clearly showed that you can do this now, Nintendo. Sakurai. Do that shit. Like, what the fuck? No brainer. Get the fuck out of here. That shit looks good though. Banjo is lit. I'm kind of hyped for that. I'm excited. I mean, I guess I could talk about like, speculation, but I don't like to speculate. I like to I want them to get in the game and body a couple banjos first, and then see how I feel about it. Will it be good? Who knows? Like, will it be? It all depends on like how his kid plays with itself. Like. He could have one fire ass move and the rest of his kid don't flow into it and it don't matter, Like you can have a move that kills at 30 a la Ganon but if you have no reliable way to land it, then it doesn't really fucking matter that much, So who knows? We'll see. He looks mid-ish. He don't look broken like Joker fucking looked. And Joker is actually shaping up to be pretty fucking solid in the meta. I didn't look at Banjo trailer and think like, oh my god, like I don't know how I'm gonna deal with this like I did with Joker. So I think he's gonna be only okay. He gonna come out like Piranha Plant, bro, and be like low key garbage. So I mean, we'll see. I'm hyped though. I do like it. The trailer was fucking lit, by the way. Those reveal trailers are fucking amazing. Like they kill them shits every time. They're so good. But other than that, E3 was like hella mid. Bum ass Square Enix didn't announce a release date for Crystal Chronicles. They just said winter 2019. They could eat a dick. But then they fucking just shadow release Last Remnant the day of the fucking show. As if anybody was asking for that shit, bro. Like, get that shit out of here, bro. Come on, man. Oh my god, I hate Square. I hate Modern Square, man. I can't stand them niggas, man. Just re-release your classics and people will love you again. You see that show, The Mana Games? Dope. That got put out, yeah. I forgot about that. The one is getting remastered and that shit looks lit. I hope it's multiplayer. I forgot what was the date for that shit. I think that's 2022 though. But man, oh, and fucking The Witcher 3 got ported to the Switch, which is fucking wow. Like, wow. I was a non-believer, bro. I was like, nah, there's no way they putting that game on the Switch, bro. It would look like dog shit. It would run like, no, it's not happening. They did it. The fucking madman, they did it. I can't get over it. I'm gonna probably get it when it's on sale. But I know it's gonna be. But I already beat that game, so I don't really care. But I just think it's a fucking. it's a marvel, man. It's just like one of those. It's a novelty. Like the fact that it's even there, it's just a novelty. Like it's fucked up, but it is. It's true. And I probably wouldn't play that version much. Maybe I'll beat it once, you know, just to see if the frame rate is nice. If the frame rate trash, I ain't going. If it's at least 30 most of the time, I'll be alright. But if not, I ain't going now. Can't go. That was it, man. That was all the E3 shit. That was like whatever. Like, I mean, you know what, they did show FF7 shit, but I don't know, man. It's hard for me to be hyped for that game. Like, I want to be hyped for it, but like, I feel like I have to taper my expectations because then I'm gonna just be disappointed. So I can't think it's gonna be fucking fire, because then I'm gonna be like, damn, if it come out and it's not what I expected, then I'm gonna be super disappointed. So I don't want to get hyped for that game. I can't. No. Not doing it. Not talking about it. We'll see when it comes out. Alright, we'll see. Other than that, nigga, we out this bitch, bro. But play us out with my last montage, man. Make you suffer through it with me. We out this bitch.